start the recording. Okay, sorry. Okay. So in from the last class, let's start today's class because it's recording. Let's start today's class. So in the last class, we have discussed about the little bit about the what protocol suits. And we said that there are some rules, we call them as protocols, and those rules actually are for the whole network things. Even just think that we are now 110 people, including me, and I am the server, you are the client, you are asking service from me that please give us lecture. So I am giving the service, okay, to you, and the network, the Zoom, is managing everything smoothly. Okay, I am giving the poll, I am showing you the web page, I am showing you the PowerPoint, then I check that 112 is entering here, I check the chat, and so the audio, video, everything is going there very smoothly. Okay, so there must be some rules, okay, standard rules, so that this data, video should move fast, audio should move fast, then so this data should move each of you, because you are the client. Whenever you use the word client, it means you are the valuable client. Okay, so the service holder should take care of you because you are giving some amount of payment. Okay, most of the cases, some amount of payment for the service. Okay, so for our my service, you are giving some tuition fee, something like that. So always the clients are valuable clients. Okay, so because of that, to give the service smoothness, so we need some smoothness like maintenance. So to make the smoothness maintenance, we make the service as modular service. Okay, so like we break each of the service so that you can get a package of service. So whole package is known as suites. Each of the service have some protocols or rules, and all together we call protocol suites. Okay, so why layering is important? Last class we know that because we want to handle each of them. So if any difficulties is in your hall, the provost will maintain this. If you have any health problem, the medical officer will maintain this. If you have any academic problem, the department head will maintain that. If you have any registration problem, register building will maintain that. If you have any financial problem, the financial section will maintain that. But all together, your life in 4-year life in IoT is there. So the protocol suite means your whole 4-year life. So anytime, all the things should be smooth. So cafeteria is there and other things. So I believe that the layering, why layering is important, you understood. You can write by yourself, even if I ask during the exam. Okay, so if you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, just see, like last class, I give you these things that Prime Minister thinks the protocols I said. Also, I showed you this one. Okay, so today I want to give you another another review of this. Okay, so so review means if anyone wants to move from one place to another place, if they have passport, valid passport and tickets and other things, then they have to follow exactly this process to travel from one place to another place. So we need to have a ticket. Without ticket, you cannot enter the plane. So first, whenever you enter the airport, they will ask you for the ticket. Okay, then you have to put the baggage in particular baggage section. So each of the aircraft have different section, so you have to move to the particular section. Then you have to go to particular gate. Then you have to load yourself. Okay, load yourself to a particular aircraft. Then whenever you will be within the aircraft, you cannot move out. Okay, so whenever you will be within the inside the aeroplane, actually you are now like a packet. Okay, so nobody can make you out. Okay, so aeroplane, then you will move. So just think that you want to move from Bangladesh to America. So Bangladesh to America in one flight, you cannot move because of the fuel. Okay, so you have to take the fuel in some place, and the journey is very long. So you need some transit. Okay, so one transit is here in maybe like Dubai, another transit in Frankfurt, okay, then USA, okay. So this transit is nothing but the router. So just can you believe that in the router, you cannot unload yourself. Only you can you can transmit, okay, transit. So in whenever you are transit, you have a very particular area to move. So you can see that this is the area for the transit people, okay. So if you those who don't have the experience of this kind of transit things, please watch the movie Terminal of Tom Hanks, okay. You know the what is transit means, okay. So this is actually transit, okay. So this is actually the router. Router is nothing but the transit, and they will move you to the perfect. So in the Dubai, they will move you to the perfect aeroplane again, okay. So if you are Frankfurt, they'll transit you perfectly to the USA and move on. So here you cannot move out. You cannot move out. So whenever you reach the USA, that time you have to have that first. The USA air traffic will check that whether the aeroplane is perfect for this area or not. If it is perfect here, then they will give you the permission for landing. Then the perfect aeroplane will land. Then they will allow you for a perfect gate, then perfect baggage, and they at last the custom officer will check your tickets and passport and other things again for outside, okay. So here actually for this total air traffic, we have 1 2 3 4 5 services, 5 protocols, and all 5 protocols is needed everywhere for smooth transition. So if your router is not working properly, if the transit is not in the Dubai, another place, they will say that no, come to the right places, okay. So this section, these officers, the air routing officer will handle this one. The other takeoff, gate, baggage officer will not talk about whether the plane is landing here or not. They will not talk, okay. Then if it land perfectly, only the runway officer will take care about that, how you run runway is perfect or not, and the fire service, ambulance will be there. Whenever you perfectly landed, then the gate purse, okay, that the custom officer, they will be here. Then if you pass there, the baggage officer will check the baggage. If you lost anything, they will check that yes, from here you get the bag, and ticket officer will get the ticket. So every time in your ticket, those who are from our international student, you know, and some of you already visited outside, so the ticket has so many parts, okay, and it's just like cut away every time. So 3 or 4 parts. So for gate pass, for baggage pass, for runway pass, they just give you some numbers, and with that you're just moving. So in the network as well, we have the immediate similar kind of things, okay. I'll show you some example in the next slide. But over here, each of the layer implement a service. We know these things, okay. And this is for the aeroplane. Today we'll discuss our network example as well. And please remember what I will discuss today. This is the heart of the internet. So those 116 students are here. You are very lucky enough. Please be attentive and try to understand today's class, because these are the main heart of the internet. Okay, today's internet. Okay, whatever I said before, those are the basic things. So now we have the network already, all the topology and other things are there. Within the network, how the data will be moved without any collision. So now, so already you build the car, already you build the road. Now you put all the cars, buses, rickshaw, CNG on the road. Now it is time for each of the driver to carry on, okay, without any traffic jam. So it's not depending upon you. So you make the car before, you made the road as a designer. Now particular engineer, they have to do, okay. So if all of your car are automatic car, robotic car, that time you can put the, like the Google car, okay, in California. So you can put your knowledge over there, so all the car will be moved perfectly. But what about the rickshaw? What about the CNG? Okay, the baby taxi or something. Okay, that auto bike and the normal bike. So over there you have to think. So here the manual cases is there, but in internet the traffic is handled by totally automatically. Okay, the machine learning AI is there. So because of that, it should be smooth. Okay, it's not like here, but the operation is almost a physical operation. Okay, so each layer implement a service, each layer implement a service via its own internal layer action. That means each layer, just think about the middle layer gate. So it has each every layer has its own internal action. So they said that I'll cut and move it to the baggage section or move it to the takeoff section. But in the takeoff, there is nothing to cut. They said that, okay, move into the aeroplane, it means you are here. If all the seats are full, we'll move on. So they don't have to cut, because they know if you sit on the seat, I'll get the overview. Okay, so every layer has its own action. Okay, and every layer relying on the service provided by the neighboring layer. That means gate layer will have the action relying on the service that baggage layer and takeoff layer will cooperate. Okay, baggage layer will believe on gate layer. Also, gate layer will takeoff layer will believe on gate layer. Also, baggage layers know that the gate layer will believe on me. Okay, so this is the case. Every layer knows itself. So this is actually in our last class, and let's see. This is actually what we want to show you last class as well. Okay, so today I give the feedback again because I'll continue the OSI model. Okay, so OSI means open system interconnection. Okay, as I told you before that there are two questions also here. You don't have to write it here, that why OSI model is important. Like before and after OSI model is here. Okay, I'll discuss each and every line. So just go with me. That open system interconnection is the standard which allow communication between different system without requiring changes of the underlying hardware or software. Okay, so you have already buy a mouse and keyboard. Now your operating system changes. Will you change the mouse and keyboard? It's not like that. Okay, because if the mouse and keyboard is already made by the standard protocols and other things, they can work with the software. So this is actually the case. So open system interconnection is a system so that all the interconnected devices can talk each other. I am using the word talk from now on. That means the device can talk. We can talk through one of you through the device. The device can also talk one of another device. So whenever the devices will talk, whenever the robot will talk, they have to follow some protocol. Otherwise, they destroy. Okay, so destroy the humanity. Okay, so because of that, we need some standard. So open system interconnection means we need a standard for the devices. So feature of the OSI model, please remember the OSI model. Even in your interview board, they may ask you, what is OSI model? How many layers are there? They will ask you definitely. Okay, this is the basic question. Okay, like KVL, KCL, or Pythagoras equation, the OSI model. Okay, so don't be confused with OSI with ISO. Okay, so it's the reverse. Okay, it's the reverse. What is the meaning of what is this called? If you read everything from the reverse side, that this tenant, what does it?
Tenant. The movie, there is a movie. Tenant.
Some gram something. Tenant is some gram. Have you seen the Tenant movie?
Yes, sir.
Over my head. Okay, I have to watch 3 or 4 times.
I left hope actually.
But sir, I understood it in the first time, sir.
I need to discuss with you. Okay.
So the word that you're looking for, I think, is it anagram?
Anagram, yes. So I want to say that don't make it like anagram, that OSI or something, but it's not like that. OSI means anagram. Yeah. I want to know that anagram. There are somebody's names that with that anagram things. So
Sir,
yeah.
if you notice, sir, in that movie there are so many anagrams, sir. Like the antagonist, his name is Sator, But the airport.
Listen. Just watch, like read the Wikipedia. You can see that from where they get the name. It's from the Egypt or something. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
they got one stone, and over there the anagram was there. So you can see the stone. The tenant is the middle name. Hey, this is not the tenant movie thing. We can discuss later, okay? But I want to say that don't be confused with OSI and ISO, okay? So ISO we can see everywhere, but OSI is the main heart, okay? So each layer, sorry.
So is the OSI kind of language when you're talking about the device can talk with one another? So it's actually common language for them. Is it like
OSI is the standard. OSI is the standard body.
Standard? Oh, okay. This body actually standardized.
No. Yes. Okay. So this body actually made. Previously, I showed you that ISO, the ITU, or other things. Okay. This body, IEEE is also one body.
Is also,
Okay. So this body will allow you that if you want to make a mouse, make the mouse with this configuration. Okay. Then there are some free things. I'll discuss everything. Okay. So this is a body. Standard body. They also give you some option that you can make the language, but that language should be within this limit.
Yes.
Okay. So the library should be within this limit or other things. Okay. So here in the feature of the way suggests each layer support the layers above and offer service to the layer below. Okay. Just I'm thinking that the layers are top to down, okay, but most of the cases layers are not top to down. So think about our okay, I'll discuss the top to down, but sometime to understand something we are talking about top to down, but in our IoT it's not top to down, but like register building is there, then medical center is there. But if I say that to enter IoT, first you have to register from register building, then you have to move to the medical center, then you have to move to the department for registration, then you have to move to the provost for your hall. Okay, so this is actually layer register first, then medical center second, then layer 3 is the department, then layer 4 is the provost. But whenever you are moving physically each of the room. Okay, so layer means maybe each of the room. So some of the electrical engineers, they are thinking that, sir, so please be concentrate here. Sir, where is the layer? I am sending the data from my mobile. So where is the layer? I cannot see the layer and how the layer is. So it's not layer, but this standard body, they said that it may be like, if you think with the layer concept, it will be helpful for you to move forward. Okay, so this thing that layer above and layer below is there. Each layer performs unique and specific tasks we discussed before. A layer only has the knowledge of its neighboring layer. That means register building only has the knowledge of the department and the medical center. They don't care about the provost. Okay, so this is the neighboring layer, because I don't have to think, because if register building face anything, they will call department. Please check. That's enough. Okay, and a layer service is independent of the implementation. So like whether I'll implement in Wi-Fi, whether I will implement in fiber optic or in Bangladesh or Chittagong or USA, each layer is independent of its implementation. This is the case. Okay, so they have their own service. They are very powerful. Actually, it's saying this way. Okay, so even in your mobile phone, if your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi feel that the router is not secure, it will not allow you to enter the internet. Okay, so if you are in a airport or public place, if you face that your Wi-Fi, if you connect to the Wi-Fi, the data will be moved. So if your mobile phone has some firewall in the Wi-Fi, then Wi-Fi layer, that means the physical layer will not allow you to enter. So they have, maybe you're just writing, I want to watch Bangladesh game, but no, it's not secure. Okay, so each layer is independent. Okay, this is so why OSI model is important, because the network in general. So explain that a tool to explain the network in general for everyone. Whenever we are thinking about the all people, not only the research or other things. We explore the network definition to all of them with this OSI model. It's a simple definition. Okay, so with that actually we can build. So parallel circuit, series circuit, substation, other thing. With that knowledge, you can build your home wiring. Nobody will ask you that if you follow the standard, they'll say that yes, perfect. You become happy engineer, you can do it. So this OSI actually give that standard. So before OSI, the people created their software or hardware as they wanted to be. There is no rule. Everybody build their own software and say that this is the best software, please use it. But there is no compatibility, like there are huge compatibility issue. So if you make a Bangla software, it will not connect to Linux system or iOS system, because to connect the iOS or Linux system, you need to put the Bangla font or other things. Okay, the language, other things. Okay, it will not be connected. So before OSI model, the network hardware and software was really hotspots. Okay, after OSI, they have a unique rule, setup rule. So all the vendors that I use the vendors to create their software and hardware using that standard. Okay, so if you want to create a software, you can build a software, but if you want to make it public, to make a Android device, you have to follow the Android protocol. So Android protocol may not work with iOS protocol. Okay, so you have to build another things for iOS. So you have to build another thing for Windows, because they have different thing. But if you think that no, I don't want to make my software dependent on that OS. So if you want to make it independent of the OS, make it web based. So anybody entered into the web, they can access. Okay, that means the Google Classroom is web based, Gmail is web based. So it's independent of the OS system. Anybody, those who have the web browser, they can enter. This is actually OSI model. I believe that you understood here. So it is little bit different, little bit important. And today I'll discuss that thing. OSI has 7 level. OSI has 7 level. Okay, 7 levels. So 7 layers. Please write down those things. And today's writing is also simple. So look at here. Today I made this one also, maybe because if it is physical class, normal cases, I try to make the layer responsibility showing by each of the, because in our class we have, most of the cases we have this bench, each of the bench we have the 3 people. So I give one this kind of envelope and ask to pass with the definition of the packet. Okay, so just think that this is your physical class, because I don't have the physical class. So this, sorry. Okay, so this is your physical class, Ashraf. Okay, so I want, this is your physical class. Each of the bench have these things. Okay, so you want to pass data. This is a packet data. You have to pass the packet data depending upon the roles. Okay, so each of the bench has some role. So first bench will check BD. Second bench will check. Just think that this is like an envelope. Envelope is coming. And the first one will check the country. Second one will check whether this is for this university IUT or not. Then they will check the EEE department. Then they will check EEE department 17. It should be 18. Okay, so it's I just put it from the last class, so it should be 18. Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, just think that this is for the base 18. I can make this base 18 as well. Okay, let's just a moment. Otherwise it will not match. Hey, what is the page number? Yes. Most of the cases I make it no. Okay, it's typically 18. Okay, and let me make it 18. So check why this smiley is important. Okay, so Where is my reading pen? Reading pen. Yes. So check. So each of the bench has the same responsibility. BD, 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 IT, triple E, batch 18, batch 18, batch 18. Okay. So these are my three different packets are there. One is BD, IoT, CAC 18, BD, IUB, triple E 18, then BD, IoT, triple E 18 is there. Okay. So just check. The first one is moving this way. So first BD, so BD bench check and say that yes, it's for Bangladesh, and move it to next one because it should be moved to IoT. So it moves to the IoT and it checks IoT is clear, move it to next bench, and next bench is checking the next one, and over there they find that CAC is there, it's not for IoT, it will not move or passes to the next level. Okay, so each level has its own responsibilities. So check the next one. So BD is perfect. sorry. The BD is perfect, but over there it's written IUB, not IUT. So it will not pass to the next layers. Okay, and last one, BD is perfect. So it should move till the end. Okay, so this is actually the case in the network. Each of the layer is doing. Sorry for my little bit of interaction or other thing, but I believe you understood the way we are talking, because if it is physical class, that time it will be easier for you to understand. But if you understand this one, don't think that this is like a layer. Layer means different things, but layer means each of the room can be okay in the layer. Okay, so inside the computer we have so many layers. So ask me question. Some two of you want to ask me question.
Yes, sir. Sir, if suppose there is a connection link, and if somehow that router or that device is unable to pass the message to the next link, so what will happen? I mean, will it find another route to send the message?
No. Whenever I have discussed about the routing, forwarding things, okay, the store and forward and routing table. So whenever the sender, because there is a sender want to send the data to the destination, sender and destination already created the link.
Oh.
Okay, so all the router know the path. So if they cannot find the perfect path, they will send the data to the destination sender again. Then sender will send it again, and because of that, if your connection in the web page, is not perfect, what you do? You refresh. Okay, you refresh again. I am refreshing. Okay, so it's refresh so that the routing table refresh again. Okay, so I am refreshing again. I am refreshing. Okay, so this is the case. The sender will refresh it again. Hey, I refresh and I found two of you already responded. Hey, why you are responding without all the all the foreign, maybe Omar, Asan. So because I know that if you write without things, and maybe you will write that very good class, I don't know. Okay, so how do you know? Don't send, and don't say the very good, mashallah, thank you. No, thank you for everything. This thank you I don't need. Okay, so don't apply, because there are so many questions. Today's class is very important, even if you don't give feedback. Okay, so till now, do you have any question? Because from now, from 78 till 80, okay, 82, this 6 pages is very important. So I'll use next 15 minutes for those, and please ask me question if you don't okay, I don't respond the feedback without the class. So this is not expected. Okay, so actually, as I told you that we have 7 layers. Okay, so from next time I'll evolve from single layer to 7 layer. How the researcher, how the designer, okay, communication designer, they are thinking about 7 layers. Okay, so first, this device is not simple electrical device. It's a device which can communicate one another. Okay, one another. It can communicate one to another. At least 2 devices should be there, and they can communicate one another. This is the main purpose of this device. It's not traditional normal fridge TV. It's not like that. Okay, it's like light, fan. It's not those kind of appliances. It's network appliances. It can communicate each other. Okay, so each of the network appliances, we must have hardware. So those who are working with Arduino, you know that I need hardware. That hardware means ATP 326, no? ATP Mega 326. That chip is the hardware. Okay, so you to burn that hardware, it is, you can burn it like normal traditional like 0101 digital electronics, but the Arduino device give you some option that you can connect that chip with the computer, and there should be one interface. Okay, so over there, by using C language or Python language, you can like burn the or instruct the Arduino. Okay, so just remember that Arduino means only hardware. So if you want to configure the hardware, there needs some software. Okay, the instruction. Otherwise, hardware means hardware. Okay, so just think normal device. Calculator is our normal computing device. So in the calculator, we have hardware. Also, we have some configuration that it says that user can put 1, then press plus, then put 2, then press equal sign. It will give you some result that is equal to 3. So over there, it has a single layer model. Over there, we have some hardware, and we put some software so that user can communicate over there. Okay, so it's actually a single layer model. And with the single layer model, where is my single layer model things? Where is I cannot find my single layer. Fine. So this is actually my single layer communication device, the remote. Okay, so remote is the single layer communication device. It can communicate to another device, and it has some hardware, it has some software, and I can press 1, 2, 3. It works like that way. That's all. This is single layer communication device. There is no option that dedicated copper wire or radio link. Okay, single layer. And those who have connected remote, they have something. Okay, we can connect like a connected remote means you may have bed switch. So bed switch is also a remote. So you have to put on the light, then again you can put off the light from your bed. Okay, so it's like switch on and off. But it's a dedicated copper or radio link hardware and software. In that there is no separation. It's noted like not together. Okay, single specification, all aspect of communication, no customization or user configuration. Okay, in the single layer. So we call this one as hardware and software. You cannot do anything. Now suppose you feel that no, this is my AC remote, because there are so many AC remote. So this is my AC remote. I want to configure something. I want to make it cool, and then I want to make the I want to see something, and I want to see the temperature, other things. I want to combine the timer, other things. So whenever you put this kind of option to the consumer, you are the designer. So you design this device. Now you want to give some option to the consumer that they can also configure. Okay, so that time second become, depending upon the demand, it's become another layer. So previously we have only hardware and software. Now we separate hardware and software. So application means the software, and the technical standard means the hardware. Okay, so this is actually two-layer model. Two-layer model means now if you're like calculate, if your this remote can have some option that audio or touch option, okay? Some remote, the TV remotes have those, but some remotes is predefined keys are there, but some remote you can use user defined keys. That means you can give user some application. So in the single layer run over increasing number of the media and specific. So whenever this remote, because I have lost my original remote, so I have to buy a Chinese remote. So this Chinese remote can work in any AC. This Chinese remote can work with any AC. So the OSI model of this remote, they said that if you want to make the remote to work to any AC, please make this with this standard. And those AC company, they said the OSI model said that if you want to allow universal remote to work with your air condition, that time, because consumer may lost, consumer may break the remote will cost only 100 taka or 500 taka. Your device will cost 1 lakh taka. Okay, so due to the 500 taka, 1 lakh taka will device will not work. So give them the option, they can make this kind of things. Okay, so whenever we want to make more number of the media and other things, that Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, other things, so that time we need some options. So separate the application layer and technical layer. Technical layer means the signaling and routing. That means hardware. Hardware means signaling and routing. Previously it was not there. Okay, so over there everything is direct for normal remote. And technical means technical. So application layer here is the new thing. Previously hardware, as an electrical engineer, we know hardware. We know, everyone knows hardware. But now we have to give the consumer to configure my hardware. So this is actually the thing. Okay, so with that, actually what happened, application layer give a user interface, then file access, then file transfer, and so on. These kind of things are there, that I want to save my configuration, I want to export my configuration to other remote. So whatever remote I have, I can make, I don't have to reconfigure it again. I don't response in the feedback. This is not good. Okay, so this is the case. Do you have any question up to this?
Sir, what is the name of the single layer model, sir? I mean the question answer.
If you have question, ask me at the last of the class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so do you have any question of this slide 49?
Sir, I have another question, sir. That is, like, you have mentioned that the Atmega chip and the computer's connection, sir. Is the interface like the I2C SPI, this kind of interfaces?
I didn't mix both of them. I said that A230, like 80 mega 326 chip, you are just burning to configure for any of the devices. Okay, so only if you buy 80 mega, it's only a hardware. To make it configurable, you put all the things in the Arduino. Okay, so that hardware and software is now become separate. You get me? If you just
Yes,
go
sir.
and buy a 80 mega and make a like put it inside your light will be smart, but you cannot configure the light with the Wi-Fi, other things. Okay, to make those things, you need Wi-Fi module and other. So you need to connect the user. So the software and hardware should be different. I believe that I could answer.
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Be you with me? You can get, because you are asking the internet and other things. The topmost 7 layer will finish all the things. Okay, I'm just saying how the evaluation is going on. Okay, so up to this, I believe that nobody has question. So second, next layer is not layer 3, rather than next layer is layer 4. Okay, we introduce another 3 or 4 layer. That means here common application layer is common for the consumer, and the bottom technical layer bottom have the technical layer. Now you feel that technical layer, so many things, because if you have the Arduino, whole Arduino is the technical, okay? But within the Arduino, the chip, okay, that the register, the chip is the IC itself at the hardware. So you call this one, this IC is that real physical layer, the IC. Then you need to think about the data inside the IC, because some IC has, Mega has some more port, 16 port, then the Nano has smaller port, 4 port, or that Micro has some port. So you need to think about the data link. Then you need to think about how to communicate each other. This is also, because whether it will be data will move through copper wire like Ethernet, or move through Wi-Fi, move through Bluetooth, whatever. Okay, so your hardware, now you separate each of them. Why you are separating each of them? Because previously, if you have only one layer, if there is any trouble in Wi-Fi, you are thinking, oh no, my Mega chip is gone, my device is not working. So if you separate each of them, that time during the debugging, you can see, yes, my physical layer chip is all right. Data link, yes, the translation of the data is all right. But network, that means Wi-Fi connection is not all right. So I have to think about the Wi-Fi. So if you have different layer, that time you can manage, you can debug, you can give the service properly. Okay. So over there we have network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Please name this 4 layer: application, network, data link, and physical, and try to distinguish these 3. One is hardware and software. Second one, hardware and software is separated. We call application and technical standard. Okay, we are not telling hardware or software, application layer and technical layers. Then this application will be application. This application will not be changed, but bottom layer, the technical specification is now become physical, data link, network, and something. Okay, so exactly think like your primary school and university. In your primary school, only 50 students are there. So you don't have to think about whole school is whole school, okay? So you know all of them in everywhere. Even in some school, you can find out class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, all the students together, okay? Something like that. That guy watch one movie, Notebook, in Hindi. There is one class school in Jammu, Kashmir, and over there all the 7 students from 7 class, okay, KG 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Okay, so it means the physical layer, in I don't have to think, but whenever you have a bigger university, that time you need to think about, to give proper service, you need some department. Okay, so physical layer, data link layer, network layer, and application layers are there. So why layers? To handle the things. Is it clear? If it is clear, then in the next layer, please write down some of the keywords. Write down the red marks only for your understanding. Okay, why physical layer? Physical layer describe all aspect of the physical layer. That means cards, network, wireless, wire, interconnection topology, devices, all the things, whether this is mobile or router, where I have to connect, all the things are dealt by physical layers. And of course, devices aspect, all the aspect is there. That means these physical layers will convert all the things in the 0 and 1. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so they will talk in a 0, 1. They will talk in a +5, -5. Okay, 0, 1 means +5, -5. Okay, this is things. This network layer, what they are doing, define the standard method for operating between the nodes, standard method. So they will make the address scheme. So this device, no, another device, they will say that, okay, brother, if you are 1, then I am 2. So now next time, if you want to send the data, you don't have to call me mobile phone or mobile phone 1, mobile phone, rather than call me 1 and 2. So give, that means the register building give you the student ID. So this is actually the register building of the network, okay, network or the networking system, okay. So register building give you the addressing account for various topology. So depending upon their ring topology or bus topology or star topology. Depending upon that, the IP address and other things are there. And the physical network and data link layer actually just over the physical layer. I have to put it that way. So from this IP address, this data link will transfer all the things to the MAC address. That means IP address I can read, student IP I can read. So this data link is connect the student ID to the physical layer. That means connect, I can see here, Atik Abrashorov. Okay, his student number is 1600211049. So 1600211049 is given by the register building, and this data link layer make connection with Atik physically, so that the physical layer recognize and send the data to them. Okay, so the MAC address, the physical Atik, and this data link will connect together so that application layer can see perfectly all the things, because this application layer will be consumer layer. So I can see over there so many physical things are happening, but on top I can see everything. Okay, so physical layer, data link layer, network layers are there. So write down only this kind of red marks, the keywords for your understanding. Okay, that's all. Do you have any question in this slide? The 4 layer. Another 2 slide I'll move. One is 5 layer, another one is 6 layer is also there. 5 layer, 6 layer, and fantastic. You don't have any question, I can move. Thank you very much. That means you understand. Please believe me, these layers are the heart. Okay, layers are the heart, and I'll move many different way for all of you to understand even after the mid semester. Okay. So next one is 5 layer model. Okay, over there I just ask extra layer. So can anyone tell me what is the extra layer?
Transport.
Fantastic. Okay, so write down only the extra layer name and the keywords of the name. Okay, so as I told you that this layering OSI model is the heart of the networking, and someone says, researcher says that this 5th layer, transport layer, is the heart of the OSI model.
Okay.
Transport layer is the heart of the OSI model, and the whole OSI model is the heart of the internet. Okay, so why transport layer is the heart of the OSI model? Because what the heart deal, it gives you the perfect like blood for your perfect body. Okay, so this transport layer actually do the service to make the quality of the service and variable levels of data integrity in the network. So fairness of the service. So now I have 123 users, including me, and somebody has low internet. Someone already gave me like message that, sir, I have a very poor connection. So somebody has higher connection. So this Zoom network, through his transport layer, they actually judge your networking, and depending upon your network speed, actually they make the quality of service to you. Okay, and data integrity, the privacy, the login and other things, and ensure connecting over worst condition. So if you find out that the connection is lost, it means till the end, the like our heart, till the end, the transport layer work like very hard to give you the best possible solution. Okay, but they cannot, so they die. Because of that, you have to create the network again. So sometimes it's called the transport layer is the heart of the OSI model, because the quality of the service, it measures the quality of the service, data integrity, and ensure the connectivity over the host connection. Okay, it ensure the connectivity. So this is the case. Is it clear? This layer, this is the heart of the layer. Just remember, this is transport layer. So, and depending upon that, we call the protocol, internet protocol, as transfer control protocol. So that actually depend upon this name, transfer control protocol, and due to the heart of the system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
No question. One question. One question.
No, sir, no question. I think after finishing 7 layers.
Yes. Then ask me question. That will be good. Okay. So don't, because somebody put, I have a question. So because of that, I don't know. Somebody is randomly put or not, but saying, okay. So then the 6th layer. Okay. Can you see the extra layer? Session layer. Okay. Very good. Can you see the session? Can anyone guess what is session layer? Can anyone guess?
There can be a wild guess, sir, but I'm not sure if that's right.
Okay. You have,
How
you
long
have
the connectivity will remain?
really like, okay, Minhas,
Yes,
what
sir.
is the wild guess?
Maybe it's related to the TCP sessions that we used to see. Like first we have our 3-way handshake, then connection, a session starts. Then after some communication, we have our 4-way handshake to close the connection. Maybe it is related to that.
Okay, maybe like you said the session, because the transport layer is handle those things, but still I have not discussed about handshaking, where you get that keyword.
Oh, I have interest in this topic, so I
Okay.
need some personal.
Okay, fantastic. Just because this session layer actually you are handling. Okay, so what the session layer is doing, we have several packet. Okay, just think that you have several packet coming from the source to your computer. Okay, to your computer. Okay, from there. So whenever the 3-way handshaking is there, you want to download a movie, you want to download a book, okay, from IEEE. So that time it says that I have 10 megabyte, and within 10 minutes with this speed, I'll send all the thing to you. Okay. So this 10 megabyte session is started during that time. And now every time the packet will coming from several ways. If it has 100 packet of 10 megabyte, it will come to your device from different ways. So whenever the different ways it will come, it will actually collect all the things. So 1%, then 2%, 3%. You can see the percentage during your like downloading, 4%. So even if it is 90%, can you open the open your PDF?
It shows there.
If it is 98%, can you open?
No, sir.
No.
Even if it is 99.9%, can you open?
No, sir. It has to be 100, sir.
It has to be 100. Before 100, there is some term. If we have something like if you can see the download manager, that IDM or something,
Yes, sir.
that rebuilding is there. So rebuilding, so session layer actually make the session between this this source and destination, so that all the data came and everything is going perfectly. Okay, so if there is no perfect things, it will communicate to transport layer to send the packet again. Okay, I believe that you understood. Otherwise we can discuss later, but just know that session layer means the dialog control and dialog separation. Dialog means talking between the devices. Okay, dialog control. Okay, then synchronization of transfer of data, a packet, whatever I said, just try to, because I put it from the books. And checkpoint, if data arrives at the nodes and end system or not, whatever I said, just try to make this keyword familiar with that. Is it clear?
Sir,
Yes, yes.
is it possible that before the completion of the download, the session can actually arrange the files
No,
that it becomes readable?
no. How it can be readable?
Sir, if I give an example, like the games that we play, like while we purchase
Because
from
if
a
you
store,
have,
sir.
so if you can
Becomes
say that,
downloadable.
okay, listen, I am saying that whole file, if you said that real-time YouTube video, you don't have to download all the things. It's a buffering. So that things will come later. That is a advanced session management. But in normal case, Normal case session management should be there. So that way, because otherwise in the whole session, your game engine, in the whole session, your YouTube must be open. Okay. So I'll discuss that things later on whenever we have another 2 layers. Okay. Another layers are there. So just up to this, do you have any question?
No, sir. Let's proceed.
Thank you. Last layer. Okay. Last layer is, what is the last layer?
Presentation.
Okay. So I ask you to write down all the layers again. Okay. Not the extra layer. So because of that, I said that. So please write down, this is actually the all layers: application layer, then presentation layer, then session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. This is actually now the internet. Okay. This is actually the internet. Okay. Or any kind of network. This is the OSI model. If you want to make a device talk to another device in the internet or any communication system, your Bluetooth, Bluetooth remote, want to communicate, your television, they have to follow this. Okay, if you want, like everything, the OSI model is this. So please write down all the layers together: application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, physical. So I am showing you, this is up, this is bottom, but it doesn't mean up and bottom. So sometime I will use the bottom layer, physical layer, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometime I can write from the top to bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that you don't have to think that 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer. It's bottom layer or top layer, toppest layer, or like lower bottom layer. Okay, something. So for us as an electrical engineer, we will do most of the cases in the physical layer. For CSE student, they will do all the things in the most of the cases in the application layer. So they assume I will do application layer, all other parts working perfectly. So electrical engineer, they assume we will do all the things in the Arduino or the physical layer, assuming that all the application should be done perfectly. Okay, so this is the cases. So for co-creation. So the 7 layer of OSI model, actually that addition of management and security, that means the presentation layer, management and security is there. That means the login and other things are there. Then standardization, the notation and syntax, okay, of the application, set of encoding rules. So after 100% from your session layer, after 100% from your session layer, now how many kind of, can anyone say how many kind of data are there? How many kind of data are there? Text data, then
Voice data,
that means audio data, then
audio,
Image data.
video,
photo, that means image data, then video data.
Yes.
So most of the cases we have 4 kind of data: text, audio, video, and photo or image. Okay. So now the presentation layer actually, after getting, because whenever it's data, it's 0 and 1, +5, -5 electrons. Okay. So nobody knows whether it is video, because if you get +5, -5, you cannot know that this is the 1 +5 and 1 -5 from 1 terabyte of movie. You don't know. Okay. Nobody know. But the presentation layer, actually, they, after getting all the layer, they actually said that, okay, this is the name of the name of the file, and this is actually the file PDF. Okay. So PDF, so they put .pdf, so they make the standard notation over there. Okay. So data.pdf and other things are there. So this is actually done by the presentation layer. Is it clear?
Sir, does it mean
Yes.
that it does the formatting work?
And don't make the standard definition. I'm just giving that keyword because the responsibility is huge. Okay, huge. So don't put that is make the formatting things. It's not making the formatting things. Okay. So in your Windows, if it is in your Windows, after downloading, they will put .jpg, .png. So if it is .jpg, it will connect. It will ask you to open the file. Okay, open the file by JPG opener. Okay, if it is AVI or MP4, it will ask you for VLC player or something. If you don't have, you cannot open. If it is PDF, you need Acrobat. Okay. So the presentation layer put the information to the application layer so that it can open. But in your Facebook, all of them together. So after downloading, you don't know when it is downloading, and you can see the PNG file, JPG file, BMP file all together. You can see instantly that MP4 video. You can hear MP3 music. So in most of the cases, I'll discuss this one after the meet. In most of the cases in the Facebook, this application layer, presentation layer, and application layer, presentation layer, and session layer are all together in the Facebook. But in your Windows, they are separate. In the Gmail, image can be shown. Okay, in the Gmail, you can see the only image. PDF, for PDF, you can open the Acrobat, and for video, you have to open the Google Drive. So these are the things. This is not simple. You cannot say only general cases. I just give some that means keywords, but those keywords are very straightforward. So this is up to maybe 2 days class. Yeah, this is up to maybe 2 days class. If you have any question, you may ask. Otherwise, I'll show another 2 slides for your better understanding. One is this is 1 to 3. Application layer means network process to application. Okay. Then data representation, then inter-host communication, then end-to-end connection, transport layer. This is the heart. Then address and base path, then access to media, and this is the binary transmission. Okay. So this is the case, voltage and all the things. Maybe you can say this way as well. So previously it was 7 to 1. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So from 1 to transmit the bits and media, then 2 data link to organize the bit into frame, provide hop-to-hop delivery. Then this is 3 network to move packets from source to destination. Then 4 to provide reliable process to the message delivery. Then to establish, manage, and transmit session, to translate, encrypt, and compress, and to allow the network resources. So this is actually 2 days, up to 2 days class. So if anyone have any question, I may have another 2 or 3 minutes before the Adhan. So do you have any question?
No questions, sir, regarding this, sir.
Okay. Sakib, you want to ask some question? Huh?
This slide was the heart of everything.
Yes.
This
No,
slide I understood the thing.
everything. I told you that please be with me, because I just make everything very small part, so that you don't have to read it again, and I ask you to write down all the extra thing and other thing. I believe you don't have to think about anything. And next one, I'll discuss only these layers again. Okay, again and again. So please be with me. It will be just, you don't have to read anything by yourself. Do all the thing in the class, ask me the question. And I believe that, believe me, I am also from electrical engineer. I'm not core computer engineer. So I have to learn everything by myself from the scratch, from the basic. So I learned everything for my understanding. Even till today, I search in the internet. I try to feel that what the better thing I can put for myself. So because of that, I believe that it will help you, because I am also learning. Okay. So this is the case. Any question up to this?
No, sir.
Okay. So then maybe I'll show you another 3 slides regarding the career, because it will be, you will have the mid-semester exam as well. Okay. So previously I showed you about the Ikigai, told you that during this pandemic, during this mental health, what you have to think, that what you love, what you're good at, how the world wants from you, and how the world will give you payment, and how you have to think about your payment, your survive. And with that, you can make your passion, then make your mission, then make your profession, and make your vocation. So already I have the video already uploaded, so you can have. Oh, I didn't upload this one. So okay, maybe I want to stop. Okay, maybe I just say like these things are there, comfort zones. So